Loganeski here with a new report on where does the fat cells go when you diet. Multiple chins, bulging bellies, and flabby arms are the telltale signs of obesity. But where in the body do you see the results when you diet? Fitness gurus offer express exercises to blast away belly fat and activities to spot reduce fat. The scientific evidence, unfortunately, doesn't back up the gurus. You can't change your body, only its size. You can't choose where you lose fat. There's no evidence for fat reduction. When we lose weight evenly all over our body, the same way we gained it in the first place. Women tend to be pear-shaped with fat around their hips and thighs. Men tend to be apple-shaped because we have fat that accumulates around the waist. Most dieters have unrealistic expectations from magazines and spot-reducing infomercials. That doesn't happen. When you start to lose fat, it's proportionate throughout your body. Whether it's your neck, waist, or butt, you'll come out smaller but have the same body type. For most people, the problem is their weight, not their body type. Whether you're a pear or an apple is determined by genetics or hormones. And not all body fat is the same. Men tend to be apple-shaped and carry more belly fat, known as visceral fat. This is a dangerous type of fat because it surrounds the abdominal organs and it's metabolically active. Essentially, it disturbs regular mechanisms in your body. The fat cells release biochemicals that lead to inflammation, which lead to heart attacks, stroke, joint and muscle pain. This accumulates in the liver. Fat is basically a store of energy. When your body needs energy, it breaks down the fat. Fat breaks down into a component called free fatty acids and goes into the liver for energy. When you have a lot of excess fat, it generates so much free fatty acids the liver can't handle it. So it stores it. That triggers a host of problems including non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and the devil, diabetes. Belly fat is much more harmful than the so-called big butt fat. The fat in the hips causes much alarm because that part of the body is highly visible. It's called subcutaneous fat. The masses of this fat may be unsightly, but scientists believe they're not as dangerous as internal abdominal fat. For cosmetic or social reasons, women are more likely to seek obesity treatment than men. What this says is that men are more likely to need obesity treatment than women. But women, likely due to the social stigma of society of being overweight, are more likely to diet. Fat cells expand when people consume more energy than they can burn. Eat, 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 eat. During weight loss, the cells shrink. Fat cells are very specialized, and it takes basically the fat, sugars, and carbs we eat and stores them in the form of triglycerides. In doing that, for the purpose of releasing it when the body needs it. Humans carry about 10 billion, that's what it be, to 30 billion fat cells. People who are obese can have up to 100 billion fat cells. When we lose weight, we don't lose the number of fat cells. The size of cells shrinks, but the capacity to expand is always there, as we all know far too well. Liposuction can reduce fat cells, but this procedure is ideally for people who are not obese and just want to shape their body. The fat cells are actually being removed. It doesn't mean that the fat cells that remain can't get bigger. Despite the extraction of fat cells, the ones that remain can always get bigger or smaller depending on the person's diet and fitness. This is the reason that we stop dieting, we come back, it all comes back, unless we no longer call it dieting and have entered a new lifestyle of eating and exercising. Have faith. You can change your ways and save your life and health. It's all up to you. Realize that you can change. If you look around the internet, you see it all over the place. The dramatic pictures of people losing weight. See you on the next video. I hope you learned something. And keep in mind that if it's to be, it's up to you. See you next time. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, review, comment, and share with all of your friends. Go to joanbar.com for our blog and meal replacement recipe. Go to Saturday Diet or Saturday Morning Diet for our weight loss ebook. Thanks again.